So in this topic we've been talking about mainly functions, but relations and functions. So to end off with the different types of relations, if we had to classify them. So functions, first of all, you could have something that is called one-to-one. Now visually, if you were to look at that picture, it would pass not only a vertical line test, but a horizontal line test as well. Have a look on the wall there at our pictures. Do any of those satisfy both a vertical and a horizontal line test? So just imagine sliding a ruler or something like that. You only hit it once, if at all, and that happens if you do it in the vertical direction. It also happens if you do it in the horizontal direction. The hyperbola would certainly satisfy it. There is another one there that would. The cubic also would satisfy it. So they're examples of one-to-one functions. So if we were to draw the map, then each x value goes to one y value. So it's just a one-to-one relationship. The example I put there is a straight line. A straight line would also satisfy it when you think about it. So y equals 2x. The other type of function then would be a many-to-one. So it's the one that only passes the vertical line test. It's a function, so it still has to pass the vertical line test, but it doesn't satisfy the horizontal line test. So again, looking at our pictures there, we would have the parabola. It is a function, it satisfies the vertical line test, but horizontally, once we get into the positive numbers, we're hitting it twice. And so you would get something like that. So the only one dependent variable needs to map from many of the independent ones. So for example, there are two numbers going to 4 there, that's fine, but from the numbers in our x set there, there's only one arrow that goes from each number, if you like. It can only go to one possible number. All right, so they're the two types of functions, one-to-one, many-to-one. Then we have the relations then, they're not functions, but relations. We then have one-to-many. One-to-many. So it's like the reverse of that last one there. So this one just passes the horizontal line test only. Now we don't have an example up there of one of those, but I suppose if we put a parabola on its side, so x equals y squared, that would satisfy a horizontal line test only. So you can see the reverse is happening. See over here at number 1, there are 2 coming from it, that's fine. But if we look at our answers over here in y, there is only one arrow going to each number. So it's the reverse. And the example I put there is an interesting one. The absolute value of y is equal to x would create that sort of relation. Well, that leads us with just one to go, and that's many-to-many. That's where they just go for your life. It fails both tests. It doesn't satisfy the horizontal line test. It doesn't satisfy the vertical one. It's chaos, if you like. You got those numbers coming from x, multiple ones, you go into multiple values of y, and a circle, I guess, is the easiest example of that. It fails both the horizontal and the vertical line test. So they are the 4 types of relations that we need to know about, and so they might ask us to classify, oh, what type of relation is this? Okay.